Hello everyone and welcome to a new ATFX video. In this occasion we're going to discuss the US government shutdown and how this is affecting not only the economy, not only the credibility of the dollar internationally, but also how it's affecting the gold market, how it's affecting the euro dollar, cable and the main pairs against the dollar. We are going to analyze on charts what could be the next movement of the prices on these assets, but we also going to analyze what is the situation and the nature of the problem in case you didn't hear about that or what you hear was just short information. We're going to give you the key of the issue in this report. My name is Gonzalo Canete and I just invite you to enjoy, sit, have a coffee and appreciate the details of the video. If you like it by the end of the video, please give me a thumb up and also subscribe to the channel and click on the bell if you want to receive notifications anytime we update new information related with global markets. Let's go to the presentation. This is about the US government shutdown 2025 starting last week, 1st of October, Wednesday. Don't forget, and in the previous administration of Donald Trump, 2016 to 2020, it was a shutdown on the government. It took 35 days. And today we're going to study which areas of the economy are affected and how this is actually generating or could generate more volatility in the market because certain topics, like for example, labor data, are not get published because of this. Now, let's go to details. The main point of this shutdown is disagreement between Democratic Party and the Republican Party, which is the government, and is in relation with the Affordable Care Act, which is the ACA, extensions of loans on that health policies approved by Obama years ago that the Republican government, included with the previous administration of Donald Trump, are cutting out. So this is the main core of the conflict, and the discussions about if extend loans on the ACA or not is one of the conditions to approve by the Democratic Party the budget of the U.S. government and TGA, Treasury General Account, to keep ongoing the government. Important, interesting points is Donald Trump, as always, is negotiating by threat. He's telling to the Democratic Party that if they don't approve this, the government could simply just start to cut certain federal services and areas, federal programs related with the Democratic Party. So, okay, fine, you don't approve the U.S. government budget. We're going to start to reduce the cost in certain areas that are more related with the Democratic Party, which is a threat again, and it's in continuation with what Elon Musk did, if you remember, with his efficiency program for United States. Now, three areas or three sectors affected. One of them, and this is just one of the local events, Burbank Airport in California operate without air traffic controllers for several hours, creating safety concerns and delays across the aviation network. Second one, healthcare sector, in particular FDA and CDC, these two federal agencies in different areas, in different reasons, they have been suspending part of the research or new publish for drugs and etc. Overall, the emergency services and health services are keep running in the United States, obviously. And economic data blackout. This is the most important one, at least from our angle, from our perspective as investors, as traders, and has those ones interested professionally in investment and global markets. Why? Because due to the economic data blackout, last week we didn't see what was exactly the numbers of the market status or the situation of the labor market in the United States. We don't know what is the unemployment rate at the moment, and we don't know the non-farm payrolls from the previous month. And because of that, we are completely blind right now to see what is really going on in the US economy. And if we don't see those numbers, and we assume that Federal Reserve cannot see those numbers, we don't know what is in the head of the Federal Reserve in terms of interest rate cuts, which is the main source of gas and drug, however you want to call, flow of money for Wall Street. If there is no interest rate cuts, all the expectations, bullish expectation on the market could turn back and therefore disinflate the market. Numbers, 2 million of federal workers are affected, 750,000 pay slips work and sell, and they estimate a 400 million of daily cost due the shutdown of the US government. And keep going to the main assets affected by this. We got the institutional credibility risk and we also got the uncertainty, duration, and outcomes. We don't know how long it's going to take. We don't know when we're going to have the numbers, but this is the effect that's happening. The uncertainty, credibility at risk is basically one of the main points we mentioned in our daily report this morning. It was actually the lack of confidence on US dollar, though this situation. Not only this situation, the shutdown of the government, the ignoring what was the situation of the labor market, but also related with the trade war background. Now, gold is rising to $4,000 per ounce, which is super good. Futures, gold futures. We're expecting that the trend keep going, but it's also true that the last 2 weeks, the dollar has getting stronger, as you're going to see in a chart immediately. And because of that, our main concern is, well, if that's the situation with the gold, it cannot go further unless the dollar is still getting weaker. This is the dollar, and as you can see, it even can look like a bullish pattern, a kind of shoulder head shoulder inverted with a projection to next levels. But this is only in short term. If we take a look on long term, we will see a different picture, which is this one, which could tell us that what we are facing right now with the dollar the last week getting stronger is just a pullback to continue the movement, dropping even to lower levels, and therefore this is going to affect, first of all, it will support bullish gold futures, and secondly, it's going to also support bullish movements in the other pairs, which is euro dollar and cable, as you can see in this chart. So far, we are seeing euro dollar dropping. One of the key levels, more close key levels, is 116, and for the cable, we can see one of the key levels going to be 133.30, which is this level here over here. If we, by any chance, we see that the dollar keep going to 100 points in dollar index, we can expect the next drops on the price, and also maybe not move further than $4,000 the futures of gold. But that's in the case that dollar is keep going to 100 points dollar index. Otherwise, this market could keep coming. I believe we are in that moment. We are in that situation that dollar has been recovered for the last drops during the last months, and therefore we could expect various movements dropping the market, the downtrends on cable and euro dollar, and then therefore we could see a pause on that bullish movement in gold and still around 4,000 or below $4,000 per ounce. That's the view. I hope you enjoy, and if you like it, remember, give us a like and a thumb up on this video. Take care. Bye bye.